Good evening, everybody. Oh, hang on, I'm just skipping the adverts on YouTube. Hi, Anne. Bless you, waiting impatiently. Hi, Saz, Kathleen, Joanne, Sally Ann. Let's just make sure the subtitles are off, and they are, so Facebook have finally understood. Hi, Helen, Christine, Emma. I'll wait till everybody's here before we start. It's going to be a nice change, this one. Not used these stamps for ages, and I'll show you them when everybody's here and we get to that stage. You can see the colours I've got going on here. You're going to love it. Love it, love it, love it. So why is that still showing me? There you go, that's better. Hi Sue, have you recovered? I've been exhausted all day. Oh, just flicking back over to YouTube. Hi Rita. Oh, let's just see who I've missed. Rita, Dawn, Hope, Elizabeth, June, Anna, Paula, Wendy. Looking forward to it. Oh, thank you. Another great demo. Paula's asking how I am. I'm almost better. I'm not going to say I'm better, but I'm not. But I'm almost there. Almost. Yeah, we noticed, Rob. We'll let you off just this once. Right, let me take this screen off because it's bugging me. There we go. You can see everything that's on my desk at the minute. So we'll hang on until everybody else is here. I am on time. Just going from work and cooking dinner, watching while you wait. Oh, bless you. That's dedication. So, well, the card for tonight, I thought, oh, when I was looking through all, you know, I have all my stamps in. I have all my stamps in tubs with names on, name stickers on to keep them all organised. And I was looking through earlier thinking, what haven't I used for ages? Anyway, these stamps that I've found, I've not used them for such a long time. So there's going to be people that haven't seen them. And the internet problems were not just me, seems to be a problem throughout the village. Well, do you know what, David? It's everybody you speak to at the moment. Everybody's having issues with YouTube. Getting there, Pam, getting there. Almost better. I'm still coughing, but I managed to do the workshop for 5 hours yesterday with only a couple of interruptions. So slowly but surely, we are on the mend. I did do 7 12-hour shifts. Wow. I don't think I've ever done a 12-hour shift in my life. No, that's a lie. In my old job, I probably did, but that's going back a long time. 7 12-hour shifts back to back, Rob. Bloody hell. That's heavy going. Yeah, the colours are lush. I'm going to show you the colours in a minute when we get to that stage. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get here. Hi, Rose. I'm feeling loads better. I am actually, I'm feeling loads better. I'm not 100%, but getting there. This is 2 weeks today. If you remember, this started a couple of weeks ago. And what I'm feeling is I'm really tired, lethargic, and it's left me a little bit like I'm asthmatic. I feel like I'm asthmatic. Like I'm gasping for breath a lot. But at least I'm on the mend. That's the main thing. That's the most important part. It was a lovely 5 hours, Saz. It was. Oh, thank you, Anne. That's why I slept all Monday. Yeah, I don't blame you. Wonderful 5 hours. It was. Really enjoyed the workshop. They're always 5 hours. It makes me laugh because when I do the little posters to advertise them, it always says 11 till 2. And I don't think we've ever done a workshop that was 11 till 2. I'm going to have to change it to 11 till 4. It could have been, it could have been. It was definitely a bad chest. Definitely a bad chest. This is for Sue. There you go. Only one key, 2 padlocks, 1 key. Yeah, so we're doing something a little bit different tonight, and I've not done one of these cards for ever. I can't remember the last time I actually made an easel card. So back to the story. So what I was doing was looking through all my stamps, looking at things that we've not used for a long time. And of course, you know what I'm like. I found some stamps. I thought, oh, I know, we can use those. And didn't think to see if we'd got any in stock. So messaged Karen, said, have we got any of these? And she's like, we've got 21 of one, and I can't remember whether she said 19 or 18 of the other. So when I show you these stamps, Karen's not home yet. So when I show you these stamps, I'm going to put the link on myself, and then it's really going to be fastest finger first. And in an ironic twist of fate, and you can tell I'm not very well when I do this, the half price. Had I have known, I would have changed it. I would have changed it. Sandy Caravan can't get YouTube on the telly, so I'm watching on my iPad. Oh, did you know it's been freezing all day? I've had the heating on all day. Hi Sherry, hi Teresa, hi to everybody I've not spoken to. 4 days on, 1 day off, then 3 days more. You must be rolling in it, Rob. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, we had some torrential rain earlier, but it's been so cold, it's like winter. It doesn't feel like... Are we summer yet, or are we still spring? Either way, it's bloody freezing. It's not warm weather we've got, is it? Emma, you must do, because you'd absolutely love it. You need to get booked in. It's your body's way of telling you to slow down. Do you know what, Rose? It's funny you say that, but I was just back from holiday for a week. Well, 5 days. So you'd think that my body had slowed down. Anyway. Hi, Sue. Hi, Anna. So we're still waiting for people to come, but I'm going to get started. It's 6 degrees in Carlisle. Let's see what it is here. I'm just looking at the weather app. When I find it. It is... Oh, no, that's Tenerife. That's York. That's Italy. That's Peterborough. Oh, Nottingham is 12. Apparently. Unless that's what it is in it's 21 in the house. Right, so back to the story. So before I get started with this demo, it is going to be a bit longer because I've done... Well, you can see just how much prep there was for this card. And this is going to be an 8x8 easel, but slightly different to normal. So it's a proper card, which is a bonus. And the 2 colours I've chosen, oh, love these colours together. And I haven't used them together for such a long time. And you know when you pick them up and you're like, oh, I like these. And then I'm like, why don't I do this more often? Because this colour combination is stunning. So I'm just going to try and find some bits to show you. So these colours are from the premium cardstock, as you would expect. 12 degrees in Kent. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Marie. So what I've got here, and this is one of my favourites, and you're going to see me using it more now I've remembered it's on my shelf. It actually looks really green on your screen, but it isn't. It's like it's called Secret Lagoon, so it's almost like a turquoisey green. It's absolutely stunning. If I move away, you might be able to see it better. There you go. And this is the New Rust. So Secret Lagoon and New Rust. If you haven't got these in your stash, just treat yourself to a pack of each, because these 2 colours together are gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely beautiful together. So there's lots and lots of prep. You can see I've got lots of circles cut, just to show you the inks I'm using, because these inks are almost perfect for these 2 colours of cardstock, and I love that. I love that we've got inks that effectively are a perfect match for these. And you know I always do my, that's from last week. You know I always do my little scrape on the end of a piece of card just to show you the two colours. And they are Rusty Hinge and Peacock Feathers. So Rusty Hinge and Peacock Feathers are the perfect combination for these two shades of cardstock. Absolutely love them. Love them, love them, love them. And that's how they look in real life. So there's a fair bit to do for this. I'm just going to grab my brayer because I forgot it. There it is. It's only a 4-incher tonight. I told you it was cold. Oh, incidentally, the pearls I'm using tonight. The pearls I'm using tonight. Look at that for a match. Let's see if I can get it halfway. I don't know that we've got any of these, so if we haven't, I'm sorry. So the pearls I'm using are called... I'll put the lid on before I tip it up. Spearmint Waves in the ombre sets. So that's Spearmint Waves. There you go. Oh, everything is almost a perfect match, and for somebody like me, I love that. Love it. Hi, Patricia. Terrible Wi-Fi. Wait. When did you get back, Patricia? Are they? Yeah, they are, Angela. I never thought about that. They are, yeah. Yeah, I love these colours as well. It's true, Sherry. Sherry's just said on YouTube, most times when you're away on holiday, you need to return home to have a holiday from being on holiday. It's true. Hi, Janet. 75 here and raining again. Oh, hope. Bless you. They've just said on TV it was 30 degrees this time last year. The weather's all over the place. Well, SJ, I'm not going to say what we call it, but it's definitely not Rusty Hinge. But don't get me started on a downward spiral. Well, down south it's been raining and sunshine, but when the sun's out it's hot, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. But you've turned the corner as well, that's brilliant. You are funny. Carol picked up on that comment. Hi, Jean. Is Chrissy here? Is she alright? It's chucking it. Sun's shining here, which is why I've got the curtains closed. Oh, thank you, Karen. Little bit, getting there. I know it is, Karen, because we've got family there, as you know. And we were talking to our cousin. What day is it today? Monday. So it would have been Saturday night. And she was saying it's absolutely freezing where they are. Hi, Helen. Just been... I completely read that wrong, Helen. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Brenda. Chris is here, bless her. Oh, that's hilarious. Anyway, come on, you've got me rattling. I'm trying to save my voice so we can last a bit longer tonight. Nobody wants a 3-minute one. So, all the bits I've got cut. So, you'll be glad I've cut all these bits ahead of time. So, the fact that I've got lots of circles might give you an idea of where I'm going with the stamps for tonight. So, for those of you who are new, I'm just going to do a little reminder, because I told you when I was choosing what to demo with tonight, I didn't think to check the stock, and I did it after I'd done most of the prep. So if you haven't got these and you like them, it's going to be fastest fingers first. They are half price, which I also didn't know, but there you go. So I'm going to pop all these bits to one side. I'm going to pop all the flowers to one side, and we're going to start with the embossed piece. So this is going to be a proper 8x8 easel card. I've got so many flowers on here. Look, back to the old days, look. Back to the old days. So we had a lovely Inky composition card last week, and now we're back to pretty florals. But this is going to be rusty pretty florals. These colours lead me to be like they give you rusty vibes. So I am going to brayer this embossing folder. That was the kitchen roll and not me. So we're going to do a little bit of two-tone brayering. Just, oh, Chrissy, bless you. Oh. Well, hopefully, Chrissy, we'll try and cheer you up a little bit tonight. Yeah, not done an easel card for such a long time, so I thought it's time to do one. And this is an 8x8, as I said. Yeah, this is an 8x8. I'm trying to catch up with the comments. I can tell you, I'm just looking at the comments on YouTube, everybody, and they're talking about who comes up with the names for the inks. The chair is still squeaky, I promise you. And I can tell you, when we're naming our paints and that, Karen and I come up with some very interesting names that you can't repeat. Right, so I'm going to go over the embossing folder. This is the classic flourish that I've used. There are new embossing folders coming this year. I've been waiting for ages for them, and I've just managed to fit them in. It's probably going to be September, because I've got other things planned up until then, but there are some new ones coming. So what I want to do with this is, remember, you've got two choices when you apply ink to an embossing folder. You can literally take your ink pad and just drag it over, but I'm going to use the brayer because I want it to be a little bit patchier. I don't want it to be a solid coverage. So we're going on with the peacock feathers first. And a little tip, I don't know if I've told you this before. If you want it a little bit smoother, you can just brayer it on your mat, just to reduce the ink, and then just drag it over the top. So remember, when you're doing this, don't apply any pressure. If you just let the brayer do the work, I mean that's perfect. If you just let the brayer do the work rather than applying any pressure, you'll find that it hits in all the raised areas rather than where you don't want it. And I'm just going to do the other piece as well. I've got to go in the same direction. So just brayering it on your mat, it just blends the ink a little bit more on your brayer. I don't need as much for this one. That is the brayer creaking and not my knees or the chair. So these two little embossed pieces are going to be the backdrop for this card. I'm going to be really naughty now, and I'm going straight into the rusty hinge without cleaning the brayer. I know, don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. Not till I'm better anyway. I'm going to blend that in there as well. So I'm just going to drag that over a couple of times. In fact, that's probably enough. And I'm just going to show you now what's happened, because I put I don't know that you can see that as well as I can. It looks like it's rusty now because we've used these two colours together. Try and put another light on. Oh, that might be too bright. Can you see that? I don't know whether you can see it, but this has now gone like a greeny, orangey brown. So it looks a little bit rusty. That's before we do anything else. So it's a bit of a win-win. That's just from using two ink pads. And I'm going to do the same on this one. So no pressure. Just let the brayer go over the top. Oh, that looks so good. I wish you could see this in real life. It looks really, really good. You all need to come round to my craft room next week. Right, so that is done. I am going to clean that up now. I'm going to clean that up. Just because we are going to ink the flowers, but I just don't want it. I don't want it mixing together until I want it to. You can actually see, look, when I wipe these two colours up together, you can actually see just on the waist on the kitchen roll, look. these two colours together look rusty. And I've got to clean this as well. See if I can do it with that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do till later. Just got to remember, if you don't wash it properly, next time you use it, wipe it with a wipe. Right, so I've got the background done. I've got inky fingers now. So these two bits are done. We're going to pop those to one side. Oh, I ain't shown you the stamps, have I? Sorry. Can this be done with any kind of ink? So, Anne's asking on YouTube. So personally, Anne, I think you get a better effect from the Distress Oxides. You can do this with the VersaFine Clairs, but the VersaFine Clairs are quite juicy. I wouldn't do it with Mementos because they're not going to give you the same kind of effect. But so Distress Oxides would be what I recommend. You can do it with the VersaFine Clairs. You just need to use probably less ink because they are really, really juicy. I forgot to show you the stamps. Aren't I rubbish? Aren't I rubbish? So remember, everybody, we've got 21 of one and 19 of the other. So if you haven't got these and you want them, you'll need to get them quick. So you can see the theme. You can see where I'm going with this. So what is the perfect stamp to fit in these? So we've got here, send a ticket, I will come. I hope you've probably got more chance of seeing me where you are than you coming here. Susan, that's brilliant. We could get a large coach to all come and have a day in my craft room. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Oh, Jean's on holiday in Tempe. Oh, bless you. Not to worry, darling. Have a good time. Can you? But you see it now. Right, so we're using these. Now, I did these stamps, so long ago, I can't even remember. And they're still current, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So we're using tonight the Sentiment Medallion wrap. So what you've got is two. This is a set of two. They can obviously be used individually. So I'll start with the Sentiment coins. So why have I not done any more of these? Why have I not done any more Sentiment coins? Because they're amazing. So when I first released these, for people that have been with me for a long time, you'll probably remember that these Sentiment discs, Sentiment coins, they're all 5 centimeters. They've been designed the perfect size for any sized card. So 6x6, whatever you want it to be. And I'm using the arty ones tonight, which are the best ones, I think, for the theme that I'm doing. Book a flight. I do Emma. Why have I... Emma, remind me. Keep pestering me, Emma, until I've done some. Because I love these. So what you've got, you've got 15 stamps in this set. You've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 8 of the discs, or the coins. And the coins have got arty sentiments on them. So you've got the happy birthday, 2 different happy birthdays. You've got be your own kind of fabulous. Hang on, I can't read it from that. Think outside the box. Think happy, be happy, live happy. Do what makes you happy, etc., etc., etc. So you've got all these sentiment coins, and then you've got different sentiments that you can put inside them. So versatility is just off the charts. So these are all little tiny mini sentiments that fit in the inner part of the stamp. However, you've only got 2 sets. There are 4, Emma. I don't know whether we've got any. I don't know whether we've got many. Well, I know we haven't got many left. Karen's just popped a link on it, everybody. So you've got all these sentiment coins, all these little mini sentiments that fit inside them. Now, you all know well enough. Hang on, bear with me. Now, you all know me well enough to know that all the new stamps from this year, look. So they're just saying sentiments. All these little mini sentiments are also going to fit inside these. So if you've got these and you get these, the world is your oyster. So many different ways to use them. We've not got a lot, so, and they're half price, so you could effectively get all four sets and you're only paying for 2. And that's just a bonus. I didn't know that when I planned this demo. So how can we extend that? How can we now take the sentiment, which is the middle point of this, how can we take the sentiment and then expand it and make it an actual feature, make it part of the card? I'm just going to turn that light down. We add a medallion to it. So this is the medallion. This is the Arty medallion set. There are 18 stamps in this set. And I'm just going to explain this set to you all because some of you will have seen them, some of you will not have. So you've got this medallion, I've called them, which is, it is 11.5 centimeters, okay? And it fits on all of my circle dies. So any of my circle dies, I've got the deboss stitched ones there. Any of my circle dies, that is going to fit on, okay? Let me see if I can do the link. Bear with me. Because I know some people are going to not be able to get these, which is a shame. And obviously, because they are older, I'm not going to get them again. I've just popped a link on, see if that one goes blue. It has. It might just be because Kara's done it. Do you have the circle stamps with no words around the edge so I can use your small words? You can use the small words anyway. That's all right, Linda, not to worry. Okay, so we've now got the medallion. I'm going to put these side by side and explain it to you without the lights dazzling you, hopefully. There we go. So you can see now that all of these sentiment coins will fit on the inside of this medallion. And not only that, if you've got circle dies, you can cut this one, you can cut this one, you can cut these two with 2 separate dies to create a frame. You can do the same with that one or that one. So there's actually 4 or 5 different ways you can cut that. And all these little extras, I love this. Look at this. Look at the zip for men's cards and teenager cards. So all these extras are for when we do borders. I may as well show you one before I start. So imagine this is your card and you've got a little border, yeah? You've got a little border underneath your circle. So this, all of these will go either side of your borders. So you can do it either way, either. It's just fabulous. I loved these when I did them. I'm going to do some more, so prepare yourself. The concept is just fantastic because you can do something different every time you use them. Anyway, I've rattled on forever and now my voice is going. Thank you, Anna. These are currently half price, and like I say, it's just a little bit extra for you because I didn't know that. I didn't know that when I planned the demo, so you've dropped on. So let's stamp the medallion. Let's stamp the medallion first. So I'm obviously doing a big card tonight. I'm doing an 8x8 card. So I've created lots of layers for my card. You could clearly reduce this to a 6x6. But I'm going big because I can. So let's just get that in position. And I'm going to stamp with the 2 colours so that we've got the theme running all the way through. So the rusty hinge and the peacock feathers. Well, I think this is a new set. It is. Don't shout at me. I don't know where my other one is. So, let's show you the stamp. Let's show you the actual stamp. These are so useful, and I'm just going to show you this one. So if you look at these little inky splats, if you've never seen these before, get on the Sentimentally Yours page later. Have a look at the photo albums, because we've actually used this one for Christmas cards because it looks like snow. So now look, I can get this, let's just get that wedged in so it doesn't lift up. I can position this, hopefully, right, we'll find out in a minute. Just trying to get it just on the edge. So let's see if I can get this central. This will be a miracle if I can, because I'm sitting down. That don't look too bad. Let's try that. So, top tip. What size? The circle is, oh, I forgot. So the big circle is just over 11.5. So it's just over 11.5. So it's not massive, look. It's about that big. That looks big on the screen, but it isn't. 11.5 centimeters. Hi, Linda. Let me just flick over to YouTube. In your basket. Is that when they're from? 2020? Wow. That's why we've not got many left. You may as well grab yourself a bargain. Do you know what else I like about these? Is I've already just told you that I'm going to do some more. So when I do some more, you're going to be able to mix and match the whole shebang. Right, top tip. Oh, let's just make sure that didn't move. For some reason, I've got a brand new stamp. It's a good job my voice is coming back, isn't it? So these stamps are solid in the centre, and I did that to make it easier for you all when you're stamping these, because if I took the middle out, it makes them more flexible. So you know what my tip is? So for anything that's got a solid centre, you don't want the bubble in the middle. So put it in position, just peel it back and then roll it back on. And that will get rid of, there you go, look. That will get rid of any air bubbles. Let me just check it's not moved. Oh, it has a bit. It's typical. I'm just checking. Just checking. I knew it would move when I lifted it up. That should do. Oh, I'm not going to stress about it too much because it's going to be covered in flowers. Yeah, there we go. So we're using the two colours, and I'm doing it in the same order that I did the others. The difference is this time I'm doing the whole area with the peacock feathers first. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm using distress oxides. So I might need to go in twice. I already can see this is going to look fabulous. So let's see if I need to go in twice. I love this. I love the stars in it. We'll see if it's moved, I think. But it won't matter. Look at that. Oh, ignore that. I'll put the dodgy bit where the flowers are. And I'm going back in. Because I've missed a bit and it's distress oxides. So it will probably take a couple of goes to get it solid. If you were using VersaFine Clair, you would only need to do this once. What are the colours of the card Phil's using? They are New Rust and Secret Lagoon. They're both relatively new colours as well, and I remember loving them when we first picked them. Why am I missing that bit? That's it. Look at that. Ignore it being off centre. And now I'm going in with the rust hinge. I know, Caroli, I know it's been so long, and this is why it's a good idea for us all to do what I've done. So now look, I'm going in with the rusty hinge, but I'm just doing it patchy, look, everybody. I'm just doing it patchy. I think it's raining here. It's just gone really dark in my room. Oh, that's so good. Look at that. I'm going to do another little bit. So I'm not trying to do too much because I want to still be able to see some of the secret lagoon. That is so good. I wish you could see this. Ignore that I'm nowhere near central. I might cut it out actually because it might bug me. But look at that. These colours are brilliant together, aren't they? So clean, I'm going to pop that to one side. Knowing me, I'm probably going to fussy cut that because it'll bug me. That's because I moved everything. Phil's going off the rails. What's new? Do you know what I think it is here, Anne? Let me just have a look through my curtains. Oh no, it's not. It's still sunshine in here, Anne. Keep the rain. So I've cleaned that stamp. That's the other good thing about the oxides. It just cleans off. The colours are gorgeous together. Do you know what, I absolutely love seeing your posts after you've watched a live. So for anybody who doesn't know, Emma always has a go at what I've done and posts her makes in the Facebook group, and I absolutely love it. I love seeing your take on what I've done. Oh, Maureen, I've done a good one tonight. It's a little competition between me and Maureen, everybody, that I try and find colours that she hasn't got. Let me just flick back over to YouTube and see if I miss anybody. There are some gorgeous samples, yeah. I'm just flicking back to YouTube. Not seen these before. Hi, lovey. Phil, you need a sticky mat. Well, maybe I do, yeah. It is Phil's prerogative, thank you. Right, so now let's move on to the sentiment. And let's see if I can do this one straight. I mean, we know straight's overrated, but there you go. So I've got two of these dies. This is one of the things I love about me designing my own products. I already know that all of these will fit in my circle dies, and it doesn't matter whether you've got the double deboss circles. Why is the light so dodgy tonight? Is that too dark? I think it's the camera. So it doesn't matter whether you've got my double debossed circles. That's bugging me. Come further away. It's too bright. There we go. So it doesn't matter whether you've got the double debossed circles, the double stitched, the stitch torn edge ones. It doesn't matter. All these dies, these stamps are going to fit in all of them. So let's have live life in full colour. Do what makes you the happiest. I like that. Birthday wishes. Think happy, be happy. I think we're going to have... Oh, I'm spoiled for choice. I'm going to have the happy birthday one that looks a bit like it's got bits missing. And we'll have a sentiment for the middle. Do what you love, create art, chase that dream, never give up. Today will be fabulous. Make it happen. Do what you love. Do what you love. So I'm going to stamp the same thing twice because I want one for my stopper on the card as well. So let's just pop that on. And oops, let's put that in there. Not sure why the light is like that. It's bugging me, I can tell you that much. Is that better? I've turned one of the lights off. I think that might be a bit better. Yeah, Phil, how do you choose the colours that would go well together on a project? That's what I find the hardest. Oh, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, that, Sherry, because I'm quite good with colour, even if I say so myself. I'm just going to stand up, see if I can get this central. It's probably advisable to do your stamping and then die cutting afterwards to avoid doing what I did on that medallion. It doesn't really matter so much because these are very forgiving stamps anyway. So I've chosen the happy birthday one. So it's tricky to answer that, Sherry, because I tend not to look at what is the norm. Like, you've seen the colour wheels that are all over the internet. If you go on Pinterest, you can search for a colour wheel. And they always tell you to do opposites and what have you. I don't really worry about that too much. I just do what I like. Oh, that's fabulous. Let me just go in with some rusty hinge. I should have done two, but it'll be fine. Oh, that's so good. So you can see it's very grungy. It's meant to be. Look. Happy birthday. These are very arty. And then I need to do the next one. Do you know if you get stuck? So Candice is saying the same struggles with colours. Do you know if you get stuck on choosing colours, just have a look at the albums on the Sentimentally Yours page, and look at some of the projects that we've done already. It just gives you an idea. And we have got, I think Karen's done a colour chart as well somewhere. Let's just try and get that central. Or central-ish. It won't matter too much. So we've got a colour chart somewhere of all our paints and everything, and combinations. I tend to just do what I like myself and hope everybody else likes it. So remember, when you get these home, they are grungy, they're meant to be arty. And if you've been and ordered these, you would have seen the other set as well, the classic set. Yeah, this is the one I'm going to use on the top. And the classic set has got classic sentiments in it as well that are much more classic. Classic. Aren't they fab? And these two colours, lush. Right, so we've got that there. Oops. We've done the stamping so far. I am going to stamp in the middle of this one. So I'm just going to pop that back with that little mini sentiment. Let's just see if I can get that straight. So I'm going to pop this little mini sentiment inside. Now you can, if you've got the dies, if you've got the circle dies, you can cut that. In fact, I'm going to show you. Let me show you why you've got me in a good mood. So this die that is second from the smallest. So the die that's second from the smallest, if you see the cut line, oh, stop it. The cut line will cut that centre out as well. So you could even do that. Lots of choices, which is the best part. Right, let's try again. Do what you love. And I'm just going to do that in the rusty hinge, I think. Just so that it picks the colour out from the cardstock. It's not central. Do what you love. Imagine it's in the middle. Oh, that's clever, Pam. Pam's just said she writes all the colour combinations down. Right, so we've got a couple of more inky jobs to do. So I've popped those on there. This one's going to be at the bottom because I can cover that up with a flower. That one's going to be on the top. So the flowers that I've used for tonight are the Floral Finery Perfectly Plain. And we're going to do 2 jobs with them. So I'm taking all the white ones. I'm going to make them look inky with these 2 colours. Let's just make sure I've not missed any. Now this will show you how much I don't waste card. That was me testing a pen, and I'm using the other side. So we're going to do a little bit of inky on these now, and the same with the lock. Red and purple together, yeah, the zips are brilliant. I'm laughing at Joanne. I don't know what's going on with the lights tonight. It's really strange. Right, so we're going to do the same format as we did with the inking. So if you stick to doing it the same way round, so whether you're doing your embellishments or your stamping, just do it in the same order that you did the... So if you're doing your flowers, just do it in the same order that you did the stamping. And then it keeps it all symmetrical. So I'm doing this with water. I'm going to drag that across. I'm going to drag them across to here. And we're going to do 1 colour at a time. So this is the peacock feathers. I'm not covering the whole thing. He says covering the whole thing, but I'm not trying to. It's just how it's happening. So we've gone on with the peacock feathers first. Peacock feathers first. Let me just make sure I've not missed anything. Because if I tidy up and then I need it again, I'll be annoyed. No, we're all right. So I'm going to clean that up. It's a bit of a shame to waste that. Let me just grab some scrap. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's better than wasting all that ink. I'm not using that, that's just scrap off my guillotine. And then what we're going to do with this, you can see this is actually starting to dry already, but we are going to take off all that excess water. So you just leave it for a second while you're cleaning up, and then take off the excess water. And we're going to repeat that process with the rusty hinge. So we're repeating with the rusty hinge. Now remember, you look at these two colours, and rusty hinge is the strongest of these two colours. So I'm going to probably try and get a little bit less on these. So let's just, oh, that's perfect. Perfect. I'll bring it in and show you in a second. So instead of dragging, I'm literally just dobbing it in. So we're dobbing tonight. That looks so good already. That'll be nice when it's dried. So I'm just going to pop that. Where can I put that? I'll put it on the bin. Not in the bin, on the bin. And clean up that. And then dry that. Oops, I'll bring them in and show you in a second. So with the first colour, when we went on with the peacock feathers, we dabbed off the excess. But with the rusty hinge, I do hope, with the rusty hinge, I'm going to leave that as long as I can to dry naturally. So let me just pop that somewhere out of the way, like there. I'm going to get a drink, and then we'll put these backgrounds on. So, matting and layering. Now, when I was prepping this, I'm going to be 100% transparent with you. When I was prepping this, I actually had, where is it? I actually had 2 layers of the Secret Lagoon, and then a layer of the rusty hinge. And I thought, oh, that's just being a bit too extravagant. Yeah, that's what I had prepped originally, and thought, oh, it's just too extravagant, so I'm saving that. And we are doing 1 of each. I'm on a budget. I can't even predict what you're talking about there, Rob. Yeah, the flowers. No, it's the same chair, Donna. Oh, Jean, I'm so jealous. Did you see the fjords? It's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list, the Norwegian fjords. But I want to go when it's warm. I don't want to be cold. So we're literally just matting and layering this. I'm not putting any ink around the edge. It's literally just matted and layered. And then I'll bring in the embossed piece, and as soon as I put the embossed piece on, as soon as I put the embossed piece on with the 2-tone inking on the top, it brings it all together. Squeak, squeak. Oh, Pam, I'm so jealous. It's on the problem for me with booking a cruise to the fjords. Could you order a mix of the 2 colours? Linda sent Karen a message. I'm pretty sure she could. If you ordered 1 pack and just send her a message and say, can I have 5 of each? Yeah, so I'm the same. No way it's done. Oh, Michelle. Stop it now. You're making me jealous. So let me just tell everybody who I've just answered. Linda. Linda's just said, could she order a mix of the 2 cards, i.e. 10 sheets of each? So we currently sell our cardstock in packs of 20, and I'm pretty sure the girls at the shop would do that for you. If you wanted 10 of each, just order 1 and then put in your comments. There you go. Look, Karen's just said she can do it for you. Now, when the new website's ready, everybody, which is taking forever, but when the new website is ready, you will be able to pick your own colours. We listened because we know that's what you all wanted. Oops. But it's a logistical nightmare. So now look, oh, look at these together. Bloody marvellous. So putting the embossed piece on. Now this is a slightly different way for an easel because we haven't got a top panel. Let's just make sure I've got the going in the same direction as that one. That's it. I want it to match. Oh, that's just so lovely. I'm sorry the lights are rubbish for some reason tonight, but these look gorgeous together. Just a little reminder as well that the stamps will fit in any of my circle dies. Now if you're using the double debossed ones, the original ones, you have a little bit less space for give, because the double debossed lines are a bit closer to the stamp than the double stitched ones that I've used tonight. Yeah, so I'm just saying that to you. Oops. Oh, sugar. I've just dropped all the bits off my desk. Hang on a minute. Where did you go? Circle. Strip. Oops. Right. We're getting there. So I'm going to pop these in the card so they're done and out of the way. Put a shilling in your meter. Greek Island Cruise is much better. A shilling in your meter. Hang on, I'm just checking. In the middle of doing a triple easel card, yeah. Hi, Georgine. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I have been knackered today. Someone's autocorrect Phil's rucksack. Rucksack and ducksack is not actually what I was thinking, but there you go. Right, let's get these in. Right, so these are just going in flat. It's quite a big card today. I've just got to make sure I've got this the right way. Yeah. So colours are gorgeous. I love these colours together. I must have dented my card. So normally when you're doing an easel, you see, you would have your fold over part and then you would have another panel to match, but we're not doing that tonight. The circles are actually going to be our panel, so I'm decorating this one. All will become clear. I'm not rushing tonight. We are doing it proper. You can tell I'm feeling a bit better if I'm not rushing to get done more quickly. Just make sure that's straight. Love the swirls on the embossing folder. Yeah, I do. Hi, Heather. So now look, that's where we're at with the easel. So I'm going to put that to one side. All these jobs that I'm doing now are to try and save time. I'm going to cut this out, everybody, because it's bugging me. Because it's too off centre. I should have just cut another circle. Shall I just cut another circle? What time is it? Yeah. Do you mind? Do you mind if I just cut another circle and do that again? Because it's going to bug me. It's going to bug me if I don't, so just bear with me while I cut another circle. Go and check your basket out, because those stamps are flying, everybody. Jean. Rob, I wish you were on Facebook so you could see what Jean's just put. Jean's just put... Jean's just put, don't discuss sacks and zips in the same hour, please. You need to get these stamps, everybody, because they are not going to last. Oh, Jean. Oh, my word. Let me also give you another tip while I'm thinking about it, not relating to what Jean's just said. So another little tip for you is, you know I love my Gemini machine, but the Gemini never cuts, regardless of how many new plates I use, the Gemini always distorts my circle dies. Which is just bizarre. It drives me to distraction. I've literally just used a brand new plate today and they're still not perfect. So if you've got a manual machine, I would always recommend doing your circles and probably your squares in a manual machine. So let's see if I can do a better job second time round. If I can't, we'll just revert back to the original plan, which is cutting that one out. I'm too much of a perfectionist to leave it. What filter exactly? Don't you change for nobody, Jean. Right. Ah, there you go. That's interesting, Emma. Oh, do you know what, Sue, I should have done? I just always do it this way around, which is probably why it's not straight. I'm trying to ignore now the outside edge and just look at the circle. The outside edge of the actual stamp. We'll go for that. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. There's about 40 flowers to go on this card. Oops, I've just moved it again, look. It doesn't help because my phone is literally right here with the camera on, and it's where my head would be to stamp. That's my excuse anyway. just say yes, Phil. Let's see if that's better. No, it needs to come down a little bit. It is easier to stamp it and cut it out afterwards, but hey ho. So peel it back, roll it back, and let's try again. So all this time I'm messing about with this is allowing that ink to dry on the flowers. The new Gemini 2 plates are better. Have I got any of them, Mel? Karen, if you're looking for a manual machine, I would say the Big Shot Pro. I love my Big Shot Pro. It's just bulky, so it's actually underneath my other desk, and because it's such a faff to get it out, let's see if this is any better. I tend to just think, oh, I can't be bothered, and just run to the Gemini. Oh, that's better. So back in with the first colour again. That's much better, Phill. Yeah, Big Shot. Karen's got a platinum. I gave all my platinums away. I love my Big Shot fold away. I've got the Big Shot Pro, which is the biggest one. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Second time round. Second time's a charm. So I'm just trying to get some rusty hinge on this. That's probably enough. Oh, that's marvellous. I'm just going to do a little bit extra. And on here. That's the beauty of the stamping platforms. You can see where you need to add a bit more. Oh, that's perfect. Marvellous. I'm happy now. It pays to keep me happy, I'll tell you. Right, I'll leave that and clean and put it away after. Right, so we'll come back to the circles. We've got a couple of more jobs to do before the assembly, which is fortunate. So on this piece here, which is the second one, Mr. Bit got distracted by the TV. You've probably missed me re-stamping the circle. So on this other white one, this is the order that these are going in, look. So you can see I've left a bigger gap between the white one and the Secret Lagoon one, and then this one's going on top. So you've got choices, and I think I'm probably going to do this. So in this set with the medallion in, I don't know whether I mentioned this to you earlier, but because I had space there, let me come further away so you can see it. Because I had some space in the stamps here, this little texture here is the same one that runs all the way around the medallion itself. So you've got the little stars, you've got the gears, you've got the wavy stripes, the inky stripes, stars for either side, and you've got some extra splats and gears. But this one here will match that. So I'm gonna decorate the outside edge of this circle to match, because we can, and it's all about choices. Gone are the days where people like me who make stamps dictate to you what you can and can't do. I always try and give you lots and lots of options with the stamps that we do. So we're going to do quick stamping, because you're only going to see the edge, remember. It's only going to be the very edge that you see. So I'm going to go round with both colours. And because it's a texture, it doesn't matter if I overlap. You can't tell. Nobody's going to say anything. Nobody's going to notice. And this stamp, this one little stamp, if you've got a nice white ink pad or a nice white embossing powder like ours, this stamp looks like snow. It's fabulous. And then we're going to repeat that with the rusty hinge, so we've got the two-tone going on. Oh dear, this is why I make the effort to do these. We have such a good laugh. That'll do nicely, thank you very much. I don't even know what a Vespa icon is, Jean. Right, so just clean that off, Phil. Put it back on here. So all this time, the flowers are still behind me drying. Remember, this is the order that I would tell you to make it yourself. I'm just wiping off some of that excess ink, just so that I can save a bit of time. Look how fab that looks. Of a Vespa. I don't know what a Vespa is. Don't stamp it in lime green if you're doing snow. Oh dear. Right, so I'm going around with some foam tape. And it would have to be foam tape for this, I think, because the Gemini's buckled some of my circles. So foam tape is the best way to reduce that. Oh, I know what. Oh, now I know what you mean. You know, when you said Vespa, I was thinking about cases for your matches, like they have on Antiques Road Trip. That's what confused me. So this does all need to be layered up. I am doing them all on foam tape. So let's do that first. So this is why, can you remember at the beginning I said I'm not doing, we're not having a back panel on this card. And that is because that adds an extra layer that we don't need. I've already got about 7 layers on this card. If you were making this yourself, you could omit a couple of them. We've got another job to do to the flowers as well before they are finished, which I'm going to do after this. So I'm just putting all the foam tape on first. Corey. I'm just playing back to YouTube. Thought it was, yeah, let's know. It depends what they've been drinking, I guess. Oh dear. So I'm back on YouTube for a minute. So just carrying on with the foam tape. Don't ever do this with glue gel because it's not sturdy enough. And you know I'm a fan of my glue gel, so this says it all. And these flowers that I can see behind me are drying really nicely. So they should be dry enough to do what I need to do with them next. I'm just going to pop all these circles together first. So now this is where you'll see how this whole concept comes together. So the whole concept of having the circles with the medallion, the sentiment coins with the medallion, is really, really clever. It's very simple and really clever. Crikey, that's debossed so well, I couldn't tell which side was which. Right, so here we go. I'm going to start from the bottom. So this is the biggest one. So I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. It's quicker. Anything goes in crafting. So put all the foam tape. It won't take long. I've been watching, has anybody watched Shogun on Disney? I've just watched the last one today while I was feeling rough. Oh, I wonder if I should. No, I'm not. So this is why I hate the Gemini. Can you see where it's done to that bit of card? Look, it's got dents in it. You can't see it. That's fortunate, but it's got little dents in from before. Nobody stopped me, did they? I was going to put the wrong one on then. That very nearly wasn't a happy accident. Oh, I don't know. I like asparagus. Right, here we go. So the glue is obviously just to give me a bit of time in case I do need to wiggle it about a bit. And now we're going to see this whole thing come together. I think I've just rubbed the wheels of my chair over the flowers. So here we go. I love these dies. If you haven't got the debossed double stitch circle dies, I think they're my favourite. In fact, I think I like them more than my double debossed. There we go. And then the next one. Try and get that bit that's got the dents in from the Gemini at the bottom. Oh, it's lovely. There's just something about circles on a card that I really like. I always have done. And then we're going on with the medallion. I haven't glittered any of this yet, but there will be some glitter on before we've finished, because I am going to do this properly. In fact, you know what? Because I forgot to do the freebie Friday for a couple of weeks, which is just shocking. You can tell I've not been very well if I've missed that. So I'm going to give this card away in our Facebook group. You might not get it for a few years. No, I'm joking. You'll get it next time I'm at the shop. So if you're not in our Facebook group, get joining. That's what you've got to search for. Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. Asked to join the group. Oh, look at this coming together. It's gorgeous. I love this. And we've obviously got, I've got 3 layers of foam tape there. It looks fabulous. Right, so now at this stage, let me just show you, because I prepped 2 different versions. So at this stage, you've got a couple of options. I personally, I love this little section in the centre that's got the stars on it, the negative stars. But when I was designing these, can't throw the dead flowers at the bullseye. Spearmint wave pearls, yeah, spearmint waves. All the dies are so stable, yeah. Thank you, Jean. They are. Thank you, Chrissy. I agree, because they are not the cheapest, but they are certainly one of the best that I've ever used. Right, so you've got, that was me trying to be nice there. I was trying to be polite. Right, so you've got choices, but when I was designing these stamps, remember I've told you already that I designed them so that you've got different ways to cut these, so that the next die down look, can you see the next, if I'd have used the next die down or next die smaller, it would have cut on the inside of the second line of this stamp. Yeah, that one also cuts within one of the circle dies, and so does the star. So I've gone for this star, I'm keeping the stars, I think, but I did this just to show you, look. So you can change the look altogether. because all of my circle dies, I can't tell you how fabulous these stamps are. Well, I can, because you've all been buying them. I can see it. In fact, I don't know how many are left. So we could use that and use that, but I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah, because we've got enough of the Mermaid Lagoon going on. So I'm going to pop the sentiment straight on, and then we're getting the benefit of those lovely little stars. Again, it's about giving you choices. You've got choices. So ignore, I'm just going to stand up to do this, just so that I can get it central, because I can't tell when I'm sitting down. Look how fab that is. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oops, and I've just twisted it. But there you go. How fabulous is that? We might have to have a little flower there to negate the skewer stamping. Right, so pop that to one side. We are getting somewhere. I've now got my borders. So these are the borders that I'm going to set the bottom sentiment on as for my stopper. So all these little cards, let me just show you this. Look, now it's drying. Look at that. That was just the waste from those bits of ink on my desk. I'll save that. So I've just used scraps from my matting and layering for this, and I'm not doing anything else to it. You will see why. I haven't inked anything. We're not stamping anything. We could have stamped this to match the circle at the top with the little texture stamp, but I'm not. We're keeping it just plain. And there's a reason for that, which I will share when we get to that stage. So these bits are just from the matting and layering. Just waste. If you can make use of the waste, do it. Just make sure that's straight. Oh, I forgot, I was asking you all about Shogun. Did anybody answer me? I've absolutely loved it. You've got to be patient, but I've absolutely loved that. And this is also going on foam tape. So this card weighs about 6 stone when you're posting it. It doesn't really. I may have exaggerated a little bit. So that is my border strip. I've still not drunk my coffee. I'm rubbish at it. Yeah, you're right, Judith. Judith said on YouTube, don't cover the stars up, they're beautiful. Yeah, they're right, but it's good to have the choice, isn't it? It's good to have the choice of using the whole of the stamp, using sections of the stamp. Anne says, at this rate, it'll be as big as a wedding cake. Right, so, oh, look at these. Look how beautiful these flowers are. And that's just a couple of ink pads. So what I wanted to do is stamp over the top of them. I'm going to try one and just see whether I like it or not. Let's just try one of the small ones. So remember, we've got the stamps that coordinate with the with these. I'm just going to try one of the small ones and see if I like it. I am stamping by hand. I'm not worried about it being spot on. I just wanted to see what it looks like. It might not look right. It might look nice. We'll find out. So both colours of ink on the stamp. I'm just going to put a bit more. Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to need a bit more rusty hinge. That's better. Let's see what this looks like. I'm going to have to stand up for this. Oh, sorry, I'm standing up. If I lean in, don't worry, because I've got my pyjamas on. I'm just trying to get away from the lights. can't see anything for the bloody lights. Hang on a minute. I'm taking it over to my other desk. Where the lights are not blinding me. Yeah, well, do you know what? I'm sorry everybody, but we're doing it because that looks amazing. Look at that. From that stamp. How gorgeous is that? So you're going to have to bear with me now. I will do it here. Sorry, that's the first one all night. So I will do it here. So if they're not central, don't shout at me. It won't take 2 minutes. That looks fabulous, and it's a really, really gorgeous finishing touch. If you haven't got these stamps, if you haven't got the stamps for the Floral Finery dies, they're nearly all gone. These have not even, I don't think these have even been on TV yet. In fact, I know they haven't. So I'm just going to I'm just quickly going to do the rest. They might not be perfectly central. I am trying to sort of use the center and the center and the stamp as my guide, and you can see, look, it doesn't matter whether it's perfect or not. It actually looks like it's meant to be. And this is the hardest one. The smaller ones are always the hardest, apparently. So I've heard. Now I'm going to let Karen tell you about a photo I sent her yesterday. She can't show you. She's banned from showing anybody. But I'm going to let her tell you about the photo that I sent her yesterday, which is actually quite hilarious. She might not want to tell you, but it was funny. He gave us a good giggle. So I've just got one this size. You'll notice when I put the flowers together, what I've done is I've alternated between the inky one being at the bottom and the inky one being at the top. So you'll see that when we put them together. These look fabulous. Look at that. That's fabulous. It's even better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Not tried your flower stamps yet. You need to. Do you know what I've done, Karen, if I'm honest with you? I've kept these on my desk. So you know my monitor's in front of me, my computer screen. So I've kept these propped up against the shelf, and it reminds me to use them because they're just fabulous. Let's do all the square ones first. So this one. If you wanted to make it easy for yourself as well, you could actually just stamp a whole sheet of these and then die cut afterwards. So I'm just working my way around. If I can stamp them looking this good, doing it quickly like this, imagine what you're going to be able to do when you've got them being done properly. You just need to make sure, so if you are going to have a go at this, just make sure that these are dry properly before you start stamping them. Otherwise the ink will just bleed, and you don't want the ink to bleed. Oops. Where did the whips come from? Who's talking about whips? What kind of class? What kind of demo is this? I don't think I've done any whip stamps, not yet. So the last two, it was definitely worth... Oh, no, bugger, I've just missed that one. It was definitely worth taking the time to do that, because it does give them another layer, another detail. And you can see I'm not being too fussy. I'm not being too fussy. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. Yeah, when I released these stamps a couple of weeks ago now. Oh, why am I cleaning it before finishing the other one? I'm too busy talking. Somebody shut me up. If you're hankering after the stamps, everybody, you need to be quick. The medallion and the I knew that would happen. The medallion and the coins. Remember, they are half price, but they'll be gone, and I won't get them again. Right, last one, and then I'm going to get a drink and put this all together. So just out of interest, everybody, because you might not know this, but you can actually use the distress oxides on our coloured cardstock. And if I get time, when we do our happy hour on Thursday night, if I get time, I'm going to show you that, because this technique I've done with the two distress oxides, I've done it on white card, obviously, but you can actually do it on top of the coloured cardstock, because the oxides have got the chalky content. Right, here we go. I'm glad I did that, because they look fabulous. Keep the walls, I'll have the whip. You are funny. Oh dear. Right, let them dry for a second. We'll pop the border on here. So another little tip for anybody who's paying attention. What was the two colour? It's Dawn, it's Rusty Hinge and Secret Lagoon. Rusty Hinge and Secret Lagoon. So top tip when you're doing easel cards, everybody, we all think that the stopper, the middle stopper, has to be in the middle of your bottom layer, but I like to put it just a little bit below the middle, look, so a little bit closer to the bottom, and that just means your card stands nicer. And I am using some glue gel on this purely because we're going on to an embossed piece of cardstock, okay? And it means the glue gel will sink into the recesses where it's debossed. So, oops. So I don't need loads, just a bit to squidge in. That will do. That will do. Thank you very much. So just a bit below the bottom. I've got to stand up to do this. So just a bit below halfway rather than not the bottom. And hopefully you can see what I've done with this, because I've done it edge to edge just see if that's right. Yeah, I've done it edge to edge with the... That's better. I've done it edge to edge with the rusty, what do you call it? New rust cardstock. Yeah, so lower than halfway is always better when you're doing easel cards. So I'm going to let that just set for a second. Push that in. It's definitely worth doing it with a bit of glue gel. Let that set for a second. And we're going to bring in our flowers now and put them together. And I'm pretty sure I've got more here than I needed. So let's find out. So, prep. So a big turquoise one, a big Secret Lagoon one. Oh, that's so good. With that one. That one with that one. No, yeah. That one with that one, that one with that one. I'm just putting them in order before I shape them. And you can see I've kept the shapes the same. That one. They are plain. They're going on there. That's going on there. Perfect. So I'm just going to shape these really quickly on my mat, and I am using the Spearmint Waves pearls wherever I've put them. So these two, I've left them as individuals on their own. So stamping mat, where are you? Shaping tool, where are you? Of course you're not where I left you. I have already crushed my flowers. It's like a carry-on film. Right, so I'm shaping these flowers, and all I'm doing is shaping the tips, look. So I'm only shaping the ends of them rather than all the way down. So that gives them a nice downward curve, look. And I'm going to put them together as we shape them. Oh, that's so good. I think these are the best flower dies I've ever done, and that's saying something. So just at the ends. Oops, who's that trying to phone me? Somebody's trying to phone me at this time of night. If you can hear my phone buzzing, ignore it. In fact, let me turn it off. So, center. It won't take me long to do this. In fact, let me shut up talking and get a drink. I do, Susan. I can tell you. Oh, can I tell you? I don't know whether I can. I don't know whether I can tell you, so I'm not. Just in case. Just in case I can't. Thank you, Linda. Oh, Emma, that's brilliant. Right, so we are getting to the stage where everything can be put together and assembled. So I've done this super quick tonight. You would be able to take your time, and I personally love these colours together. But if you're not one for rusty, like oranges and the Secret Lagoon colours, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, because these colours are gorgeous together. But you can imagine doing this in your favourite colours. And that's the whole point. This is why we do what we do. I like to show you things that I like, in the hopes that you like the same colours as well, and take you out your comfort zone sometimes. Because if you did, I mean, most people that have followed me for years will know that I would never at one stage have done all these inky flowers, but do you know what? It's a whole new world and I absolutely love it. As Jasmine would say. Was it Jasmine that sang that? Yeah, it was. Or was it? Yeah, was it? Yeah, it was. Aladdin. I'm just checking. So I'm just working my way through. It's really quick. He says, hoping it is. Margaret says, Phill, you're the boss, so you can. I know, but we do have a, you're right, but we do have a bit of a plan. We do have a little bit of a plan. Now, you already know, everybody, so just to remind you all, my Christmas release is not until July. I'm not part of the Create and Craft Christmas event. I may release something earlier for you all, but I'm not doing my Christmas until July, and I've done that. One, because my stuff's going to be late anyway, but two, I think it will do us a favour because the Christmas release this year is stunning, and I don't want it to get lost in the wave of Create and Craft Christmas event. So it's probably done me a favour. So don't go mad on all the new releases until you've seen mine at the end of July. I think June's just a bit too early, personally. But you're going to be very happy. We've taken Classy Not Brassy to a whole new level this year. Right, here we go. So that little bit of the Secret Lagoon balances out the inkiness of the other cars really, really well. It would have worked had we have done it on white, but I particularly like that Secret Lagoon. And it's a lovely colour. It's a shame my lights are acting up tonight. I'm hoping you can see it's like a turquoisey green. It's not, you know, I don't do greens unless I particularly like it. And Secret Lagoon is like a turquoisey green. It's beautiful. So on with the pearls. Oops. On with the pearls. There may be other things to tell you soon, but we will tell you when it's time. You'll notice that I'm using my dobber, Sue Reardon, if you're watching. Sue is on holiday at the minute, but I know she'll be watching if she's got a connection, and she always tells me off about not using my pickup tool. These pearls are perfect for this colourway. Absolutely perfect. It makes me smile. It makes me happy. And I hope we've got some. Now I've used them. The one thing I'm rubbish about, and I will be honest with you, the one thing I am absolutely rubbish about is checking whether we've got stock of things before I prep my demos. Apart from Thursday night happy hours, obviously, because I know what's coming. I just do what I like, which I think is the best way. And I thought tonight, I was honest with you, I told you I was looking through my shelf with all my stamp tubs in, and I was looking, thinking, what have we not used for a long time? And that's why we've got the medallions and the sentiment coins. And Emma is going to remind me to do some new ones. She can remind me every week. because they are just too good. The concept is too good to not do anymore. And a big one for there. Did I do a big one in the other one? No, I didn't. I did a small one. So nearly done. Last one. And then I've just got to push these down. Oops. That flower might have a hole in it. Oh, this one might be a bit squashed. And the last one. Right, now let's put this whole thing together. Here we go. Oops. There's always one, isn't there? What I've missed something. Let me just read back a bit. Christmas what, Wilbur? What is the surprise? It's not going to be a surprise if I tell you. I haven't been run over by the chair yet. Right, so let's get back to what we were doing. Look how fab that looks. This is a really fab set of dies. And I think most people have bought it now, but I'm just going to show you again. I couldn't decide between see, that looks nice. I'm using all three. This is the locks and keys, everybody. That's the locks and keys. I did use it last week, I think, and reminded everybody. Thank you, Emma. Well, we shall see what happens. I've got no plans to move. I have no just so you all know, I have no plans to move. But the best laid plans. Right, so let's put this card together. So now the glue gel has set in there and it's holding that up quite nicely, look. So remember, I told you right at the very beginning, the traditional way to do an easel card is with, I can't believe it's 10 to 9. The traditional way to do an easel card is you would have another panel on the top, another square panel. We're not doing that. We're having the circle as our top panel. And look how perfectly it fits on there. So top tips, remember not to get the foam tape higher than the doodah, the base, the back panel. So I'm just going to flip that over and that'll sort of do. So let's get some foam tape on. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I didn't realise it with that time. So we've gone from me doing a quick one to back to normal. I'm not finishing on time. I'm going to put one last link on, everybody. Love this live. You get a good laugh and the crack is great on it. We do like to have a bit of fun. Hopefully I'm educating you at the same time and giving you some inspiration. This is the last time I'm putting the link on, everybody, because I think there's only one of them left. So it'll be gone. They'll be gone overnight. Right, so I've put the foam tape on. And this is a really good tip, what I'm going to show you next. The glue gel is going back on. So when you're popping a different shape on the top of your easel card, i.e. if we were doing an oval or a rectangle or anything that wasn't the same shape as the base of the card, you need to make sure it's central. Otherwise it will look odd. So I'm going to close my card Oops, I've just squashed that flower again. I'm gonna look at that, even that's not straight. For anybody watching me for the first time, don't copy what I do. Just take the idea and fix it. So fold your card so that it's flat, and then get that central. So whatever shape you're putting on, you can put it on central, look to the space of the card, and that does two things. That does two things. I'm delirious, and I have eaten, so I've got no excuse. That does two things. What it does is it balances the card, so when your recipient opens it from the envelope, it actually looks like it's meant to be like that. But then when you flip it up, it's the perfect, it's the perfect orientation, and it's the perfect size, so it looks perfect. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's bugging me. It's gone. It has gone. So whoever wins this card, I'm going to sign it somebody else's name. So next we're going to put the stopper on. And our stopper is the other little sentiment coin. So I've just used the same one. So I'm just going to pop that in the middle. I use the same sentiment, remember, so it's let's do it sideways. I use the same sentiment so that it matches the top and the bottom. So I'm going to pop that in. Now this is something to remember when you're doing circles on an easel card, yeah? So I know that when I pop this on, it's going to move that back, which is why, can you remember when I said to you, have your stopper lower? There's a method in my madness. So this is going central on there. And now for the flowers. Now you know this is my favourite part. So I'm going to just put these in order, because I know that I had them I had them planned. So can you see what I did? I'm hoping you can see what I did last summer. No, I'm kidding. So we've got the base of this one is Secret Lagoon. The base of the next one is inked. So I'm going to pop these on super quick. I'm just going to cough. I need a drink now, sorry. It's your birthday in 8 days. It's like you being subtle. Does it end in a 0? So glue gel. Are these colours just lovely? I'm sorry, I'm just going to cough. Got nearly all the way through. Hang on a minute, it's not finished yet. Right, I think that's it. I think the next 3 or 4 people are going to be the only ones who get these stamps. Half price, and once they're gone, they're gone. Once they are gone, they are gone. Sorry, everybody. Let me just go and cough properly. And I have got a hose here. I'm done. Oh. Got all the way through, nearly. Right, so I'm just tucking these in. So you can see what I'm doing with the flowers. We're going opposite corners, which is my thing. I know I need to save one. Have I done that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. I'm just checking. Oh, yeah, it's loads better, Vicky, but it's because I've been talking a lot and it's dry. I think that's the worst thing. It's actually made my back sore because it's dry. And I'm talking a lot. It's making my throat even drier. What I need when I'm doing the lives is for somebody else to do a commentary. If somebody else could come and sit next to me and do a running commentary, it would be perfect. Right, so we're going opposite corner. So opposite. And you can see I've alternated. I don't know whether you noticed until I told you, but we've alternated the order of the flowers so that the Inky one is at the top on some and the Secret Lagoon one is at the top on others. And then I'm finishing this top part with 2 little ones. If you're getting bored, I am only a couple of minutes away. We're only a couple of minutes away from being done. I need some twine. Some thin twine. Here we are. Let's go craft. And I'll tuck these in the order that I liked them, which was the Secret Lagoon at the back, the inked one next. Oh, actually, now I'm going to put the key next. The key, and then the inked charm. So we've got three little charms on here. Oh, actually, the key does need to go at the top. It looks lost otherwise. I've got 2 little charms. I'm going to stick them together just slightly. Sorry, everybody. Hopefully by Thursday I won't be coughing on you. Right, so I stuck the 2 heart charms together just a little bit. I'm going to lift that flower up. I'm going to put some white glue just next to it. I'm going to tuck that in. Oh, crikey. I sound like I've been down the pit. Get a drink. Right, I've got just a couple of leaves to pop in. And then we're done. Oh, crikey, hang on a minute. Oh my word. It's making me sweat. Right. Come on, Phil, let's get this finished. Just give me a minute. Right. That is it. This is vodka. And if vodka doesn't stop the cough, I don't know what will. Right, literally nearly done. Ooh. Got all that way through. And then just 3. So the leaves I'm using are the lovely leaves, and I've got the 3 frond and the 2 frond. The lovely leaves are still in stock, I think. Ooh. Hopefully on Thursday there won't be any coughing at all. That'll be a treat, won't it? So the reason I've put the leaves on and I've left them white is just to break up the colour a little bit. I've got one more job to do, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's random pearl, but it's not random pearls tonight. It's organised pearls. So, one here. Oops. One there. One there. Oh. It's a good job I'm not on telly with this, isn't it? Can you imagine having to keep jumping off every 5 minutes to cough and splutter? And then one down there. And then crikey. 1, 2. Nearly done. That is the chair creaking. And we are done. Done and dusted. Yeah, there will be glitter Caroli, but not while I'm coughing my guts out. I'll add the glitter before I post it. So let's just show you how that looks all put together. That pearl's just slid off. There we go. And lid for my glue. Just tidy the mess up a bit before I show you. Ooh, look at that now, look. Right, so closed. It is fabulous. It's a shame you can't see it in real life. It's pretty. Look how lovely these are as well. A little bit of wobble. So we've got the Arty Sentiment coins and Arty medallion stamp. This will have glitter on when I'm back to normal. Before I post it, it will have glitter on. The leaves are not having glitter on though. And then you open it up and we've got just a plain border. That makes a massive difference, doing that little bit of colour on the embossing folder as well. Oops, this flower that I've forgot is for the middle of there. I always do one extra for the middle of the bottom stopper. Let's just pop that where it needs to be. There we go. Finishing touches. All in the detail. It's all in the detail. I'll try and take a photo of this tomorrow, but easel cards are notorious for not taking good photos, but I will try my best for you. I'm glad you've stayed while I was coughing and spluttering again. So let's just try and show you that from each angle. It's lovely, isn't it? And it folds flat, which is quite nice, even with all those layers on the top. So that is our 8x8 Rusty Tones easel card. And I can't tell you how fabulous this stamping looks on these flowers. So treat yourself if you haven't got them. There's only 2 sets. There they are. Right, so... oh, I don't even know what to do as a giveaway. What have I used? What have I used? Embossing folder you've probably already got. What about the leaf dies? I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do the leaf dies on Facebook, and I'm going to do the locks and keys on YouTube. So whoever wins on YouTube will get the locks and keys die set, and whoever wins on Facebook will get the leaf dies. How about that? I could have done the stamps, but it's too late now. So let's do the normal doodah. So for anybody who hasn't yet, please do join our Facebook group, which is just search on Facebook for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours and ask to join the group. You do have to accept my rules, so accept the group rules before I'll let you in. And I do check to make sure you are proper crafters, otherwise you don't get in. Do you know what? I'm not going to go through all the rest. I'm just going to put it on the screen so you can see it. So save my breath a bit. So Facebook group is, I've just told you, more Facebook. I'll just get a drink while I'm showing you all this. It just saves me talking and coughing again. Remember as well to tag me and tag Sentimentally Yours whenever you post any pictures of projects you've made using our stuff. I like to see what you all make. And if you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Civil Play. Who knew I could talk French? Right, so for everybody, for the winners, if your name is drawn, and I do this at random from all the comments, so if your name is drawn, all you need to do is send me a private message on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with your name and address and a little reminder of what you've won. And so for YouTube, it will be the locks and keys dies. I'm going to do YouTube first, so good luck everybody. Remember, I don't choose a winner, it's just wherever the mouse stops. Oh, right. So good luck everybody. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And thank you for staying, even though I had to run off and cough on everybody. Here we go, here we go. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Unfortunately, design team, you can't win. So I've got to scroll again. Crikey. Oh, right. So the winner on YouTube is Margaret Brown, which is unfortunate for you, Rob, because Margaret's the next person down from you. So sorry. So congratulations, Margaret. Send us your name and address, please, in a private Facebook message, and we'll get your locks and key dies off to you as soon as possible. You know, when I finish the live, I'll just stop coughing. So thank you, everybody on YouTube. I will see you in the group on Thursday and live next Monday. Oh, crikey. Right, so Facebook, before I start choking again. Bear with me. So the winner on Facebook is Anne Webb. I'm I'm trying to say this really quick now so I can get off. So congratulations, Anne. You know the drill. Send me a message with your name and address and we'll get the leaf dies posted off to you. So I'm going to run off now, everybody, before I start coughing again. So thank you very much for putting up with all that. And I will see you on Thursday night for our happy hour. Thank you. Bye.